What is going on YouTube? My name is Lucas, and today we're going to be talking about Alpine Technologies, and we're going to dive a lot deeper into the full-on acquisition of Impossible Aerospace, and then there's a lot more that even comes with that. There's two additional subsidiaries housed inside the drone sector that they're entering, and there's just a lot of information that I'm going to provide in this video revolving around this company and the overall drone sector. I'm truly excited to provide you another video on this company because there is a bright future really for this company moving forward in this sector alone. So if you're interested, I suggest you stay tuned right after this. Before we really crack into this drone sector, I ask that you guys smash that subscribe button, smash that like button, comment down below, and now it's time, no question, let's get into the video. I tell you what, Alpine Technologies has me excited to continue making YouTube videos. I mean, this company really put a spark into my, I don't know how to explain it really. I mean, I am charged to provide videos, and this company is doing it for me, especially in the drone sector. You know, the drone sector, and I've stated this numerous times, I feel the drone sector is going to be a wave of innovation. There's going to be so much creativity, and it's really going to be a force when it starts to actually happen on an everyday basis. There truly is going to be an impact, and it's going to be very beneficial for a lot of people. I mean, you got to think of the endless opportunities that come with the drone. I've already talked about it multiple times in an array of different videos, but let's just kind of recap on those. So some of the things that they're already talking about deal with the current pandemic, but then they're also talking about delivering pharmaceuticals, delivering medicines, delivering food, so in a completely different option than an Uber Eats or a Postmates or a DoorDash, whatever you may choose in that route. It can be delivered in possibly a drone form, and they're working on that. And then you got to continue to think that package delivery is really being evolved with the drone, and it's a continuous work in progress. There's just a lot of information that truly is being involved with, and Alpine Technologies is starting to really wedge their way into this. I mean, when they acquired, which we'll talk about, when they acquired Impossible Aerospace, the doors just started opening. I mean, they literally just blew open for this company, and the reason is because they can now do what they want with this company. It's absolutely amazing to see. They already have a contract with the United States Air Force, and you know, they talk about some other things which we're going to dive in, and some subsidiaries were created with the acquisition. I'm super pumped to provide this information for you guys, and I can't thank you guys enough for the support in return because I really do enjoy making videos on this company. So let's dive into this entire thing. Alpine Technologies, a leading operator and owner of small market businesses, is pleased to announce that Alpine and Impossible Aerospace have met all closing conditions of the merger, and that Impossible Aerospace is now a wholly owned subsidiary of Alpine. The transaction was completed by reverse triangle merger with newly formed subsidiary of Alpine. Alpine has filed the corresponding merger certificate with the state of Delaware, concluding the final step in the merger requirements. We welcome Impossible Aerospace into the A4 technology portfolio. The company will introduce several support subsidiaries in 2021 to further our endeavors in capturing market share within the industry. I truly want you guys to remember that. I'm going to hit on that even deeper here coming up. But the company will introduce several support subsidiaries in 2021, which last I checked is right around the corner, to further our endeavors in capturing market share within the industry. So remember that. Kent Wilson, CEO of Alpine, thank you to you both teams for seeing this to completion. We have already begun implementing production plans for 2021. Again, something else to keep in mind. Within our Silicon Valley subsidiary, Quality Circuit Assembly, from building the PCB boards to production and assembly of the US-1, which is the drone. I mean, they're getting after it. That's all I can say. The collaboration of QCA and IA is a perfect example of vertical integration. The integration accelerates production, thus allowing innovation to thrive. It is in this type of environment that new and transformative airframes can evolve. The future is bright for Alpine. Now, basically what I'm going to do is talk about some of the key points that I obviously think were really brought out in this. And so to go back, the company introduces several support subsidiaries to 2021 to further our endeavors in capturing the market share within the industry. One of the companies that I think that could be tied with that, and if you really kind of put this into perspective, there's not a lot of companies out there, especially in the drone sector, that are going to be dealing with fixing the problem. So if something were to happen, let's say something breaks, you need a mechanical fix. There's not a lot of those companies out there. And there's one company that comes to my mind, and that is going to be Robotic Skies. So when you're talking about adding subsidiaries and you're talking about, doing something that may be different, I would think Robotic Skies would be one. And they do have some deep ties. They do work with Boeing. They do work with some other major companies. So that's one to think about. I'm actually going to create an own video on Robotic Skies, and I will touch on what Robotic Skies is here in a second. The next one that I really, really want to talk about is the ability to kind of have everything in place with all these subsidiaries. If you truly think about it, they can use all their subsidiaries to really complete the task that they're trying to do, and that is the US one. I mean, that is absolute amazing information. That's amazing ability. That's ingenuity. That's creativity. And they can rely upon in-house items. A lot of that is going to be, within the United States. And I think that's absolutely amazing to see. When you're talking companies that are being successful like that, and this company, no question, is going to have that ability due to its subsidiaries. I'm just super pumped about this, if you can't tell. I'm definitely going to talk about a subsidiary that I feel will be needed, especially if they truly are trying to encompass the entire drone sector. And that's going to be maintenance and really kind of just fixing the product if something were to break or happen. And like I stated earlier, one of the companies that is really kind of doing that thing right now is going to be Robotic Skies. And they're pretty proud of it, and they do have some huge ties with a lot of big companies, and they really do have a pretty deep network system when you're talking about the drone sector. So I'm going to provide just a little bit of information on Robotic Skies. This will be its own video, so expect that to drop. But I do want to provide that just because I think that this could be an option for the likes of Alpine Technologies. Does that mean that they're going to go out and do an acquisition or a partnership? Not necessarily, because it sounds like to me Alpine Technologies is really trying to do their own thing. So they could take the idea and incorporate it into their own, subsidiary, which is going to be maintenance, basically. The example that I'm given is Robotic Skies. So swinging on over here, serving in an emerging aviation market. High-end UAS manufacturers and enterprise operators are eager for commercial operations to rapidly expand. We believe that our service center network model will accelerate the commercial UAS market by providing high-quality maintenance and repair services adapted from the existing manned aviation infrastructure. Our comprehensive turnkey field service programs provide scalable local maintenance solutions that keep UAS operations safe and productive. Founded in 2014, Robotic Skies has 200 and growing independently owned and operated certified repair stations in its networks, spanning more than 40 countries. So this is an international service, and what immediately came to my mind was the entire thing that happened with Camping World and with Lordstown. And the reason is because Lordstown sought out the best possible service that they could in that field, and they found Camping World. So that immediately led me to Robotic Skies when we're talking about drones, the drone sector, maintenance, service, and really kind of providing that to the likes of Alpine Technologies. Another subsidiary that really came to my mind after reading that article is going to be assembly and manufacturing. And the reason I say that is because they are truly trying to encompass the entire drone sector and every aspect about it. One of the things that they're going to need is the assembly and manufacturing, especially if they're really trying to push out the US one and in different avenues like police, like the fire department, like EMS, and all these different avenues, which we're definitely going to touch on. So if they're going to be doing that, they're going to need to manufacture, and they're really going to have to get the assembly down, especially with, pushing these things to the United States Air Force as well. They're going to have to be versatile. They're going to have to be mobile. They're going to have to be really evasive. I mean, they're going to have to do a lot of different things. And, it's going to have to be a very good product. So I think assembly and manufacturing is definitely going to be another subsidiary we can possibly consider being added in 2021. And there's a lot of different options out there. And so I would look to see that they would seek one out. And it's going to be amazing to see this company really kind of start reaching out for those types of businesses to see who they acquire, who they partner with, things like that. It's got me fired up, guys. It truly does. And it should you as well, especially those who are invested in this company, because the truth about this whole thing is there's a lot of options. I tell you, this company is quick to the news. I mean, they truly are. So they made the acquisition of Impossible Aerospace, and then they immediately start to announce the subsidiaries, 2 of them to be specific, that they're already adding. And so we're going to talk about those 2. Swinging on over here. Alpine Technologies, a leading operator and owner of small market businesses, has announced the creation of 2 drone subsidiaries to reside in the A4 technology portfolio. As we expand our footprint in the drone market, these new subsidiaries will serve to subdivide our drone tech into 2 categories. Number 1 is going to be EMS services. Impossible Aerospace has already proven the viability of US-1 drone through its relationships with the law enforcement and the US Air Force. Awesome, absolutely awesome. Its unparalleled flight time will assist with countless future applications. Additionally, people may be surprised by the lifting capabilities of the US-1 and to know it is scalable. Wow. Delivery Part 135 certification permits a company to deliver beyond visual line of sight. Basically, they're working on BVLOS, which is beyond visual line of sight, which you're going to start to hear that a lot, and that's a term that's going to be used a ton when you're talking about drones. So that is one thing that they're really working on, is delivery beyond visual line of sight. We at Alpine 4 are highly motivated to enter the drone delivery space. There's another major piece. That's going to be its own video in its own, guys, because there's so much information that is housed within these articles. And so I'm going to read that again, and just keep that in mind because a video will be dropping on that. We at Alpine 4 are highly motivated to enter the drone delivery space. They said it right there. So that's a thing to keep in mind. The addition of an alternative airframe to the US-1 would be specifically to achieve long-distance delivery, allowing us to provide a multitude of solutions to the market. The acquisition of Impossible Aerospace represents more than one drone company, but rather the first building block in our drone division, commented E.O. Kantrowitz of Alpine 4's executive leadership team. That right there is groundbreaking news. I mean, that right there is a solidification within the drone sector immediately. If they're already going to be entering into the delivery aspect, and then they're already, dealing with the police aspect. So you're talking security, surveillance, everything that comes with that. Then you're talking EMS, delivering AEDs, assisting in, medical emergencies. The doors are just opening, like I said, guys, and this truly, truly does has me fired up. And I just wish I had enough money to continue to invest in this company because I see the vision. I see where they're headed, and I absolutely am on board. Now we have come to my favorite part of any video, and that is chart breaking down time. So let's swing on over here and check out this chart. ALPP, which is the ticker symbol for Alpine Technologies. So today it opened at 86 cents. We got as high as $1.24. Its low was 86 cents. Its volume was 8.543 million. Current market cap is 151.2 million. 52-week high is $1.24. Its 52-week low is 0 cents, $0. Average volume is 4.701 million. Today, it closed at $1.11. That was up 29.82%. Now, we're looking at a one-day chart, and the reason is because I wanted to truly see, we had, towards the end of yesterday, it really started to trend in the downward direction. There was a decent sell-off, and so that really kind of made me interested to see how the stock would respond the next day right out the gate. And it definitely hit out the gate like I expected. It shot up to some crazy, crazy numbers. I don't think it hit the 52-week high, but it touched basically $1.20. And then it came back to reality, and really it just stayed leveled the entire day until right about the last 30 minutes of the trading day. And that's where we hit the session high of $1, right around $1.11, a little bit more. And that's where we had finished out the day at 29.82%. I'm excited for this company. I've stated that multiple times. If you guys can't tell, the enthusiasm is here. I'm really backing the drone sector. I'm backing companies that are seeing the vision, and it's amazing to see because this is going to be the future. There's a lot of opportunities, like I stated in the open, and this truly has me fired up to just a company that is doing it all and encompassing it all and just taking it on is amazing to see. I appreciate you guys swinging by and checking out yet another video on Alpine Technologies. Once again, I can assure you this will not be the last video on this company, just because of the amount of information that keeps pouring out, and they just keep adding subsidiaries, and it's just making it that much more intriguing. It's got me pumped, guys. It truly does, and I know it's got you as investors pumped as well. I do want to remind you I am not a financial advisor, and anything I say in this video is for pure entertainment purposes only, and that's exactly what I'm here to do, is entertain. And you guys know how I do it. If you like this video, smash that like button. It helps out tremendously. And if you enjoy the content, because I'm going to keep the content flowing, subscribe to my YouTube channel. And as always, have a good day.